Salute everybody. This is TSK and I am La Owns. And we locked in. You already know who bring the smoke, man. The Knicks. The Knicks. It's a roller coaster how they play with our emotions, right? But you gotta love them. Since the addition of Josh Hart, we've been moving and grooving, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. You feel me? The Knicks blow out the Hawks 122-101, and I like it. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into a couple things, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be good. Right here, there we go. Bam. We're gonna get into a couple things. We're gonna talk about a couple things. We're gonna talk about the box score, the player, the game, what we liked, what we didn't like. You feel what I'm saying? You know, there was a couple of parts of this game that I didn't like. You feel me? But for the most part, I felt like we did our thing. So let's get into it. The Knicks, the New York Knicks beat the Atlanta Hawks 122-101. And this was a solid win from start to finish. You know, we faltered a little bit in that third quarter, and I felt like we could have came out a little stronger. But for the most part, we came to play. So if I know my team is going to come correct, then I don't really got a lot to complain about tonight. We came to play. We looked good. We did our thing. And we're going to highlight a couple players tonight. But first, we're going to go to the box score. Julius Randle. Cut that shit out. So, Julius Randle had 35 minutes, played 35 minutes, went 9 for 19 from the field, 3 for 8 from three, 4 for 5 from free throws, 3 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds for 11 total rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, and 3 turnovers tonight. But he was a plus 20, and he had a solid 25 points. Jericho Sims played 22 minutes, went 1 for 2, 1 offensive rebound, 5 defensive rebounds for 6 rebounds. Three. They need to cut out these ads. I don't know what's going on with all these ads. It's killing me though. But he was plus 11. He didn't do much, you know, just the presence. You know, sometimes you need that presence out there. And as long as you got that presence out there, we're moving and shaking. You feel what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson played a whopping 38 minutes. Some people won't like that, but he went 10 for 19, 1 for 6 from 3. Ouch. But he made up for 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 1 offensive rebound, and 8 defensive rebounds. Come on, bro. What's going on? This shit can't be real. Then mute the whole page. But so he had a 9 rebounds. He almost had he had 5 assists as well. So damn, he had 5 turnovers though, but he was a plus 22 for 28 points. So we're gonna talk about him. He was minus the 5 turnovers, you know what I mean? A little clumsy, but I would say solid game for him. Solid game. That problem is over. So RJ Barrett played 32 minutes, went 6 for 16, 0 for 6 from 3. He needs to stop shooting from there if he's not gonna make them. 5 for 7 from free throw, 5 rebounds, 0 offensive rebounds for 5 total rebounds, apparently, right? 2 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, no turnovers. So that's good. And then he was a plus 10 for 17 points. Grimes played 24 minutes, 2 for 7 from field goal range, 2 for 6 from 3. 3 defensive rebounds for 3 total rebounds, 1 assist for plus 7. Let's talk about Atlanta a little bit. The only person that was really killing us was what's Brud's name? I like him, DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, he had the best game. Him and Trae Young. DeAndre Hunter played 29 minutes, went 9 for 15, 2 for 4 from 3. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 0 turnovers for 20 points. Trae Young played 32 minutes, went 4 for 14, 1 for 6 from 3, 10 for 13 from free throw range. Come on, man. Touch fouls, that shit. Corny. 1 defensive rebound, but 11 assists. So he's a facilitator. 4 steals. Come on, man. And 1 turnover, but he was a minus 13 out there. So we was doing our Dougie out there, man. Real talk. We was doing our Dougie out there. I feel like strong performance by the New York Knicks tonight. Strong. We showed up. We showed out. Julius Randle was damn near trying to run through the whole team earlier. And I love that. Damn near trying to run through the whole squad early. They had to calm him down and be like, yo, Juju, nah, bro, you can't try to run through the whole, you can't try to run through their whole organization. But let's continue, man, with our first standout player of the game. Josh Hart had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He was a plus 11. It says this game, right? He played 24 minutes, shot a whopping 55.6% from the field, shot 60% from 3-point range. They didn't give him a free throw this game, but he had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 turnover. You know? Those are good splits, if you ask me. Right? And I just think his maturity and what he's bringing to us at this particular point is like, it's important because we still need RJ to grow up and become his self and acclimate to being around dudes that's ready to win now. You know what I mean? He may not be ready to win now, but he'll learn how to win now being around dudes that's ready to win now. You know what I mean? It's a growing process. You know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of stars, they take time to grow. You don't just become a star overnight. You know what I mean? And I know it hasn't moved as fast as we may like for it to may have happened with him, but you got to give him maybe at least 1 or 2 more years. And because we play and winning basketball, and these are high pressure situations that he's starting to be in all the time for the last 3 years at least. And it's a learning process. When you're always in win mode, then you eventually learn how to win, you know? And I think eventually he will learn how to win. It'll click. Always being in those situations, it'll definitely click. Real talk. I'm sorry, G Money. I didn't even know you was back there. Hold on. Let me
You good? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Let me bring you in right. I was back on the backstage and
Mhm.
How you been, man? Did you enjoy this game tonight?
Yeah, this game was amazing. The defense locked in. I love how we were fighting through switches, screens, contesting each perimeter shot. The offense humming, cut into the rim. Julius Randle continues to play like an MVP, bullying cats in the low block. Jalen Brunson, what can you say about Jalen Brunson? But
What can you say?
The Brunson burner is blazing hot right now. His mid range shooting, sweet like a cherry. Hit, cut into the rim, using the floater game, can post up. Is great. And Josh Hart, he has brought heart and joy to us Knicks fans. Heart and joy to us fans. Captured my heart. Can hit the big time three. Can put the ball on the floor. Can slither his way to the rim. A bloodhound on defense, especially when it comes to the perimeter game. And he's a great passer too. And RJ Barrett, I thought he was aggressive to the rim. He made some mistakes here and there, but I thought he made some plays. And even I thought iHeart was the next factor in this game. Hustle boards, getting guys involved, hard nosed defense. This New York team right now is having their eyes on the prize right now, and their match a season high 6 games above 500 when we were 25-19 before. So right now, this team is peaking at the right time. There's still 22 more games. There's still a lot of games to go, but this
But
team continues.
you want to be good right before we triculate right into the playoffs. You want to just keep it triculating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you wanna exactly. You wanna boil up going into the playoffs. So you wanna play your best basketball going into the postseason, so your great play can follow you too, so you can have a leg up on teams.
Correct. And you know how I feel about that take G money?
Mm-hmm. Hot and like a volcano.
Hot like a one chip, like the one chip
Mm-hmm.
challenge.
Mm-hmm. And Tibbs
Yo,
is making proper adjustments too. Love
look,
how Tibbs is
man,
making-
I'm not gonna lie. We gotta shout out everybody at this particular moment. Like
Mhm.
they waited to the right moment to make the move, and they got a mature guy that was
Mhm.
just gonna fit right in, not be selfish. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the it's just working, like you know what I mean. And
Mhm.
like they brought another dog here. Like, why would you can't? We got dogs.
We
Arf,
got
arf,
dogs.
like
Ruff, ruff,
dogs.
bark, bark, bark. Ruff, ruff.
So G Money, I'm very excited where this team is headed. You know what I mean? And I
Same.
get that, like, because I understand, like winning a championship, it's phases. You feel what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
don't just win the championship overnight unless you get the number one or two players in the league. So I know it's a slow process, but we're building the right way.
Mhm.
Whether people and I get the OB talk and I get the RJ talk, and you know what I mean. At this point,
Mhm.
now that RJ ain't the first option, I'm
Mhm.
RJ good with me because I know he's not making or breaking whether we win or lose like that anymore. So it don't bother me.
Mhm.
It used to bother me because he was the main reason, right?
Right,
But
right, right.
now he not the main reason because we got Randle and Brunson doing their
Mhm.
thing almost every night.
Doing the heavy lifting.
Every night.
Hmm. Every
So
night, and it's been a-okay.
what'd you feel about Josh Hart's performance tonight? Let me get off the screen and I'm gonna show you.
He played well. I thought he played well though. But I thought he played well, playing physical defense on Trey Young and DeJounte Murray, preventing the passing lanes, the driving lanes. I thought Josh Hart did a good job contesting shots, playing without fouling. I thought Josh Hart did a great job, finding the open man, crashing the glass, especially on the defensive boards. And what I love about Josh Hart, he was patient. He didn't try to do too much. He took the good shot, especially at the corner, and he made some big plays, though, hustling for loose balls, getting deflections and steals, playing, like I said, playing tough, hard-nosed defense. And
Yeah.
I thought Josh Hart was a hound tonight, a bloodhound tonight.
I agree. I felt like he didn't try to do too much. He didn't come out of his place. He wasn't begging for the basketball. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like a couple times they passed it to him in bailout situations, and he didn't try to overthink it or anything as well.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of situations where you realize that like the trust is there. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, damn, dude, just his third game, physical third game, fourth game since he's been with the team, but and they already trust him to where they panicking and then they throwing it to him like already.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the trust is there, and the chemistry. These dudes are a lot closer than we think, and
Agreed.
this might have been the little spark that we needed. It's not like a world beating spark, but a spark is a spark. You feel what I'm
It
saying?
is. But yeah,
Like
New
when we
York
got,
need another bloodhound, another guy that
yeah,
can rebound as a guard too.
yeah, we got a dog. Like if
Mhm.
it would be like if we would have got like Derrick Rose 2 years ago when his knees was still just a little bit okay,
Mhm.
and we you know we bled his knees dry, Knicks fans,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
we finished the little bit of life that D Rose had left in him. We
Mhm.
took it from him, right?
Yep. Yep. And
That's why
also
he
got
came back here because he had
right.
respect. And for all those that think Tom Thibodeau ain't a great coach, man,
That's disrespectful.
yo, look, let me get him G money. You know what
Go
I
ahead.
mean? Because that's not you. I want you to be G money, the electric with the takes, the you know what I mean? Let me
Mhm.
be the smoke dog.
Okay,
Because
my fault. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. You're the closer. Go ahead.
yeah. I'm not the closer. That's Jay Boogie, but
Okay.
I'm the smoke dog, right?
Smoke dog. Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like the slander, the unnecessary slander, right? Since this man has got here, he's won majority of the games that we play. Or
Mm-hmm.
if we don't win, we're competitive and we're in most of the games that we play. You and people gonna say, "Oh, last season we blew many leads," and like, all right, last season was an outlier because we got Kemba with bad knees and Fournier that's really a role player. But you feel what I'm saying? I would still use Fournier. I would put him in the rotation,
At least give him some minutes. Yeah.
bring a spark. But that's me, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
out on the side can't do. It. But all I'm saying is, and sorry about the camera because my shit a little.
You're good. You're good.
See me better?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll fix it in a minute. But Thibodeau needs credit, like Randle need credit, like Brunson
Mhm.
need credit. Right? Brunson need credit, and they was talking on Blowers Tears earlier. You probably heard it. Was
Mhm.
Brunson a superstar? And I was like,
I don't know about that. He's
yo,
an
at
all
this
star.
point, bro, at this point, the way him and Julius been like, they've been dragging, fam. Like if you know what and I don't mean dragging like the ones that blow smoke. They've been dragging. They've been like showing dudes like, yo, this our year, bro. Like you gotta deal with us. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
And
Got it. Got it. Got it.
that comes into my second person that I wanted to talk to about tonight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
RJ Barrett. He finished with a whopping 17 points, had 5 rebounds and 2 assists, and he was plus 10. You
He was
feel
going
me?
to the rim.
He was 6 for 16 from the field. You know, if we want to,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't have all the splits right here, but
Yeah. He just.
he played 32 minutes, shot 37%, 71% for free throw range, 1 steal, no turnovers, 17 points, but he went 6 for 16. So, what do you think about RJ Barrett's performance tonight?
I say up and down. It wasn't terrible, but I say up and down. He did a lot of good things going to the hoop at will, finishing at the rim. He did take some bad threes that I didn't like, and his defense wasn't all that great in this game. But I think RJ Barrett did other things like crashing the glass, playing physical, getting to the hoop at will. I mean, I wish he didn't take six threes, but he did other things though. So I thought he was okay. Not great, but okay.
So I'm sorry, I should have asked you Josh Hart's grade before we move to RJ. So give me Josh Hart's grade for this game, and then we'll move to RJ, and I'm gonna ask you that.
I'm going to say between an A and an A minus.
Oh, you thought his grade was that good this
I thought he
game?
played well. I thought he played well in this game. Hard nosed defense.
Intangibly, huh?
I thought he played well in this game.
It be the little things, G Money. I
The
agree
little
with you.
things.
I would say
Yeah.
I would say I would say his performance. Well, he hit 2 threes tonight. He was a presence on defense. So I would give him an A minus. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
agree with you. A minus. Yeah,
around it. Yeah,
I probably B plus, A minus
yeah.
with me,
hmm
but we'll continue. What do you RJ's grade before we get into the stars of the game tonight?
I say between a B-ish, C-ish around that. I can't say A because he wasn't super efficient, but I say around like B-ish, C-ish around that because he did other things.
And they don't really tell you about. I think RJ defense was a lot better tonight. I'll give him credit there, right? He blew it a couple times, but for the most part, he stayed in front of his man tonight, and he did the best he can. You feel me? He like the
hmm
little engine that could.
hmm
He did the best he can. So I'll give RJ
hmm
a C plus because the little engine that could the engine might be all blocky and oily, but he's still trying as hard as to get where he need to get, and the end result is winning, and he contributed to the win. So I'll let him live.
Right. Same here. We got same here too. But man, this team has unbreakable chemistry right now, bro. This team right now, it's like how can I say your chicken wings with fries, unbreakable chemistry, everyone trusting each other, switching, contesting shot, getting the flashing steals, and even offense to playing fast to find a good open man. This team resembles New York right now, man, and this Knicks team is playing with so much grit and toughness, man. Go New York, go New York, go New York, go New York, go. And Tibbs, great job. I love how he's not overplaying guys like he was early in the season, and also I love how he's rotating, going more deep in the bench, and that's what I love seeing though. Yes, can Tibbs make some mistakes? Yes, but Tibbs is a great coach that helped chain around the franchise. He helped us get a 4 seed 2 years ago, and we're a top 6 seed as of right now, going into All Star break. Yes, he was bad last year, but he's been great his first year and now. Give him credit though.
Yo, I think the problem is us as Knicks fans, we have a high standard, right? We won a
hmm
championship because it's been so long, which is understandable. You know what I mean?
hmm
So they always think, or not they, a lot of us think, because I can't speak for really anybody but myself, but my perception of it is that due to the thirst and the parchness of the fan base, right? Because
hmm
we're very thirsty, right? And
hmm
we're looking for a quenching
hmm
that we have a little spark now. So we thinking, oh, who's good enough to win a championship? And it's like, first of all, you got to be good enough to make it to the playoffs, or no, get
Exactly.
relevant, then make it to the playoffs consistently, and
hmm
then you might attract somebody to
It's
your fan
building
base that
blocks,
actually
building
wants
blocks,
to
building
build
blocks.
with your team. This was my problem last year, right? It's
hmm
like, first of all, we got played by, or not even last year, but overall with how the fan base have been treating players like Julius Randle, you know what I mean? It's
hmm
like, first of all, nobody even wanted to come here.
hmm
KD and Kyrie said, no, we're good, right?
hmm
You get the one player that's trying to make something of himself, and then what do? You try to beat him down like this is the Amistad or something. I'm just
Yeah, man.
saying, right?
hmm
And instead of appreciating the fact that he won his matchup battle when they had Marcus Morris and Bobby Portis here, right? Who
hmm
won that play? That would be called a power forward battle, right? It's like it was
hmm
in football. He
hmm
won that battle, then became an all-star, had a bad season because the roster constraints, right? Then come back when they finally get a real point guard and is doing 10 times better than he was doing before. And the credit is still like it's like, well, it's because of this. It's like, no, it can't be because of that because we've seen it already, right? Am
hmm
I tripping?
No, I don't think you are now.
But you know, how do you feel about that before I move on to Jalen? I mean to Well, Julius Randle, my second player of the game because he's not my first.
Randle. Look, 2 years ago, Randle, like now, was playing hard nosed defense, getting him using his size, taking good shots. I know he could take some tough shots sometimes, but he was doing everything, passing the ball out, etc. Last year, you're right. The roster wasn't great, but I also felt it was just Randle in over his head last year, and he had an attitude. So you gotta consider that. But
No, and I don't mean to cut you off, G Money. What I would say is this, right? Yes, he had a, and think about this, and this
mm-hmm,
is the perspective I always look at it, right?
mm-hmm,
You have the best season of your career, and then the next year they bring you a role player and a dude who needs his shot.
mm-hmm.
And then we already, of course, he a professional. He's not going to say how he feel about young RJ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get rid of Reggie Bullock. We get rid of Alfred Payton. Even though those dudes wasn't world beaters, them dudes play hard.
Every night,
And they
yeah.
were dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I meant. That's all I meant. Not that RJ's not a dog, because RJ did good in that second year. That 17 points, we needed every point.
Yeah, and he was playing defense that year too.
Because he was skinnier.
Mm-hmm.
So, but let's get into Julius Randle. My second player of the game. He doesn't have my inaugural first player of the game, but I'm definitely giving my second player of the game.
I gotta give him an A,
on
man.
his head. You feel me?
I gotta give him an A. He was awesome in this
Let
game.
Let me get out the way once again, G Money, and drop this bomb on the Chizat real quick for my man Julius, two-time Randle.
JR30.
Whether you like it or not, boy.
Man.
Another. They ain't gonna say nothing when it's another All NBA situation. That you see that the speech has to stop. You see, because the slander when they think they could kick you, they always want to jump on your back, right? But then when you show them that it's real, now they want to be on your side. You see how that work? Real talk. They always want to jump on your back. I don't kick people when they down because that's when people, pressure make diamonds. Pressure make diamonds. And some people want the pressure and some people run for the pressure, a la Ben Simmons. Respect. You know what I mean? So we already know some people built for it and some people ain't built for it, but no disrespect to disrespect. How did you feel about JR30's performance tonight, man? Talk to me, Money.
A plus. It was a Randle rampage. Offensive boards, quick to the ball. He was a heart of a lion, had the nuts of an elephant, and he had some delicious fried hawk with mashed potatoes tonight.
Talk to him, G Money.
Bro, offensive boards, banged in the post, came out hot early, hitting the transition trifecta, and played hard-nosed defense, though. Getting guys involved. Randle played like an MVP in this game. Randle put his name, put the league on notice tonight. Offensive boards, playing hard-nosed defense in the paint. Even swinging at the perimeter, playing good defense. Crashing the glass, banging in the post, hitting mid-range shots, 3 balls. He was phenomenal in this game, though.
Yo,
he's phenomenal.
Can I tell you why I'm mad a little bit, G Money?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got an ear.
Go ahead.
What makes me mad is that you could do everything right? You can give people what they ask for and more, and it's still not enough, man.
People are too critical. Yeah.
No, it's because, and I'm gonna say it because you ain't gotta say it, G Money. I'll say it. I'll stand on that shit too. It's because they want to be you, right? And not me in particular. I'm a nobody.
I don't think you're somebody, man. You're a great guy, man.
I'm a somebody to my kids and my family and the people that love me, right? But
you're somebody to me, yeah.
I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I love you too. Real 100. You know what I mean? But what I mean is that I don't think I'm better than anybody, right? So, and people are jealous and envious, and instead of just showing you the love that they should be showing you for being great, you know what I mean? They look for little things to hate on you and look for and reasons not to like you. And
Mhm.
I'm not that type of person, man. I look for reasons to relate to people and get
Mhm.
on the same page with people.
Mhm.
And all I've been seeing is hard performances from guys like Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, the newly acquired Josh Hart,
Mhm.
and even RJ. Like even in his misses, he's trying his hardest. So I can't even be mad at him for doing that, right?
Mhm.
So I would say that I'm appreciative that we in the position that we are in the All Star break with what 23 games left. So
22.
look, even less, right? Look, we
Mhm.
right on the smidge of it. 22 games left, fam.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that we six games, 6 games above 500 with 22 games left. Come
Mhm.
on,
First
you
best.
know we about to win at least 15 of these games.
I want to throw it out there. It's our best record. The 6 games above 500. This is our best record for New York since 2001. Or since 2013. Since around 2013. Excuse me. Our best record up this. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Our best record for us since 2013. Think about that.
Yo, G Money, Reese Rolex says, "Lost. Let's start a GoFundMe and get RJ a shot doctor." What happened to his trainer, man? His trainer
Mm-hmm.
gotta start talking to him like he ain't trying to get a check and start talking to him like a man. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna be on it. You're not gonna be in New York no more. You keep playing. You keep shooting the way you shooting from the corner. In
Mm-hmm.
general, you know the problem is this. It's not the layups because he could drive. He drives pretty good, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's been finishing better. But
Yeah.
his shots from three, he be open.
Yeah.
You can't make an I could understand, and then he makes the ones that where he's not open.
Crazy, huh?
That's a problem. It's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know it's mental. Now we know that when you by yourself and the moment you feel like everybody looking at you when you're supposed to be doing your job. Am I
Agreed. Agreed.
so
Agreed.
I just feel like he just needs to work a little harder. Get in the gym, man. It'll click. You get in the gym. That light called an epiphany will go off. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? You'll have
Mm-hmm.
that equals MC square moment, and
Mm-hmm.
then you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he has to get back to the lab. Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, one of the realest homies that always rock with the boy, Reese Rolex. Hart does everything that they expected RJ to do.
Mm-hmm.
Reese, you need to you ain't gotta show your face, bruh. You need to come on here and speak on that. Speak that. Speak that into existence because this is a part of why the conversation has been in the recent days. And we Knicks fans, so we volatile, right? And when you highly volatile, and you know what volatile means, right? That means that like even a whisper can make you crumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Gesundheit.
Knicks fans, we come and see a dude playing instantly better than RJ, we're gonna think to ourselves, why he not starting? Why we watching this dude shoot 16 bricks, right? Or he should have been 10 for 16, but he was 6 for 16. And this is the type of things we were thinking. Like, oh, right, the 16 shots ain't a problem. But if you're gonna miss 10 of them, we need you to block somebody. We need you to grab 10 rebounds. We need 5 assists. We don't just need to watch you just looking for your shot all game because that's corny if you're gonna miss most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the conclusion that most people came to when some of us been saw it, but you know, and then other people was putting his progression on other people. It's like, no, that man got to get into the. Why he not watching tape? Why he not? There should be moves that he should be. He's not that. I know. I get he's stiff and he fluid and he like a stick figure, but there is moves that you can practice and learn how to do. He ain't even got a between the leg move. G Money.
Agreed. Agreed. And another thing too, he needs to post up though. He needs to post up. He can't do that sometimes. Remember 2 years ago during the fourth seed, bing bong year, he was doing everything, finishing at the rim, mid range shots at times, posting up. I'm not seeing that with RJ. RJ is a good player. Don't get us wrong, but needs to be more versatile,
Yeah.
ambidextrous,
He had
and
a
needs
post
to.
up. He had a post up. He had a post up tonight where he did kind of Jalen Brunson move and hit the step back.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah.
Reese Rolex says, "Do you think we should have traded RJ and kept Cam?" I'm 50-50 on that. Nah, to be honest,
Mhm.
I would. I respect RJ's attitude way more than Cam's. I don't know him personally. I don't know what they've said, but you can't ask for a trade. We acquire you, and then you be ungrateful when we actually started you in the beginning of the season for
Mhm.
more than 20 games, right? We gave you your opportunity. You was inconsistent, right? And I get
Mhm.
that RJ is very inconsistent, but RJ has been here for 3 years. He's a third pick, and
Mhm.
but I get that, but RJ actually deserves it because RJ got that fire in his belly, right? So we get that he don't look great now, but I could see RJ looking great in maybe 2-3 years. I could see it because he got it in him. I could see that. Now I'm just being honest. I know he ain't got no spectacular move. I I really want him to be like a Bruce Bowen, uh, get lean, get skinny, defend, and just hit corner threes. That's all I need you to do, RJ. You'll have a 10-year career.
Mhm.
How you feel about that? Before I move on to Jalen Brunson as our player of the game.
Yeah, I agree with that though. I agree with that though. I agree with that. RJ is a talented player. It's just that if he could just learn to be more, how can I say, mentally tougher and more ambidextrous, because he can finish with his left hand, but needs to finish with his right hand too. If he can work on those things into hit and work on his improving his Gucci bag a little bit, he
Right.
will be a stud though. And also his defense. I mean, he had his moments defensively in this game, but he also had bad moments. What happened to his defense though? 2 years ago, his defense was sniping, staying on shooters, staying attached. Now he's giving more backdoor cuts, get
do
more
you
baseline cuts. Yeah,
do you remember at the beginning of the season when people were talking about how he looked fat?
yeah,
And we glossed over that because he had a good December, right?
mm-hmm,
Because it took him till December to get in shape, right?
mm-hmm,
Because I've watched every single game this year, literally, and he didn't look in shape until like the beginning of December, but it was damn near mid December because it was like the 10th. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then he had that good December, and right before, and people say too much. It was like a good 3 weeks.
mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And then he lacerated his hand. I don't know how he lacerated his hand. Somebody must have had sharp nails. And
Probably sharks. Probably like I don't know. Probably got ate up by sharks.
yeah, something happened. But then he came back after however many games he missed, right? But then
mm-hmm,
he had the good game, and dudes was like, "RJ's back," right? We
mm-hmm,
had we had the glorious night that night, and
mm-hmm,
I had to give him his props, like, oh, 30 after coming back from the injury. But then he
mm-hmm,
went on a slump. But I don't think, and people are like, I don't know if I agree with this or if I disagree with this, but they're saying that he's under more pressure now that he has more help, right? Because
mm-hmm,
Julius was his only help, so he was in the bag where, damn, I got to help Julius. But now we got Brunson that's on the cape on in some people's mind has higher capabilities than Julius, and or on the level or above, right? So
mm-hmm,
now he feels like he's pressing because of the simple fact that he's not on their level yet. But he
mm-hmm,
also has to understand that, like, yeah, I get that you and Brunson came in the same year, right? Or
mm-hmm.
Brunson came in 1 year before him.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all road wasn't the same. You feel me?
Agreed.
And Brunson is just made from a different pedigree. Like, and I heard another person say, I can't think of the names, but shout out to the person who said it. And if y'all remember who said it, just put it in the chat so I can give this person their credit, because I don't want to bite nobody takes, you know what I mean? But I'm just giving them credit because it was a good take. That these dudes got the pedigree, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's learning how to have that pedigree, and what the person specifically said was, could RJ be Barret? And this is just like a reach, right? You know what I mean? Him being the only child and being spoon fed and being always pampered and propped up, could that affect his game? Do you think that?
A little bit of that, yeah, a little bit of that though. RJ is a great player, but he needs to maybe get some advice. I mean, it depends on RJ. We cannot change a person unless they want to change, but I think RJ Barret needs to, just work on the fundamentals of the game, pretty much. Yeah, because
continue. I'm listening.
Right, and another thing too that kills me, I don't think RJ's a good player, but people don't keep the same energy with RJ as they do with Randle. Every time Randle makes a mistake, we're on his head. But when RJ makes a mistake, it's always like some sort of a wrong, idiotic excuse.
It's Randle. It's RJ's young. It's Randle who should have experience, but they don't give you context, right?
Yeah.
They don't tell you he broke his leg in his first season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second season, I think Kobe was on his go out tour, right?
Yeah, his farewell tour, yeah.
Farewell tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third season, they drafted Lonzo and Josh Hart, right?
Lonzo came in 2017-18, actually. Yeah, the third season was 2016-17, yeah. Lonzo came in the following year.
Salute to Kenny Payne and Regina Hall. Salute. Yeah, you already know what time it is. We out here. It says, hey, my guy. Hope you are doing well, Smoking Nick. It's your friend Chris. Yo, Chris, you already know we love you, baby. 100. You always welcome, man. And Kenny Payne, man. We didn't win that jersey. It went to DSJ, man. I got to hit him up and see if he give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just talking about this Knicks victory tonight and how we did hellacious. You feel me? It was a satiating victory. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It was almost Hannibal Lecter like. You feel me? If we didn't have that third quarter, they would have lost by 40 tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
Agreed.
We was looking for, it was cannibalism tonight. You feel me?
Tell me about it.
Yep. Tell him, G buddy, how it was. Tell him how we was doing them tonight.
It was like your mama using a belt and spank you in the butt. We were doing that early in that game though, spanking the Hawks into oblivion. And then after that, the defense was locked in, the physicality was there. The team just had a heart of a lion. Atlanta started to turn the ship around a little bit though, and made us sweat bullets a little bit. But then New York pretty much found their footing and just pretty much put the Hawks into sublivion, and that was huge though. We had the Knickerbockers, so like I said, we had delicious fried hawk with mashed potatoes, a martini, and some French fries.
You heard that? We had hawk feet, hawk beak, with some wings.
Yep.
We made some soup with the hawk bones.
Yep.
We had to eat hawk tonight.
Woo!
Right before, yo, I swear to God, when's the All-Star game? Friday or Saturday night?
Sunday. The All-Star game is actually Sunday.
If I don't see Jalen Brunson in it, I'm picketing, man. I'm only a few states away from Utah, man. I'll go out there and picket on Sunday, man.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is atrocious. What, like atrocious. Like this man been dropping 30 the whole 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, Kenny Payne.
Mm-hmm.
We've been eating fried hog. Our player of the game tonight, respectfully, and I'm gonna drop the intro real quick for my man, Jalen Brunson, man. I ain't got the visuals all 100%, but I'm a magnify it so y'all can see it. But let me drop the intro for my player of the game tonight. 28 points. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen. I don't even got a nickname for him. I feel like I want to call him Mighty Mouse from UFC. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like Jalen Mighty Mouse Brunson, man. He just a doer, man. He just a doer. Real talk. Let me. Some of y'all didn't believe Julius when he said New York, we here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I believe certain people when they talk because I listen to them and I look at their body language and I try to feel a vibration even through the TV. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Because you got to be on a third eye lifestyle out here, right? You got to feel it, right? And I like what I'm feeling right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
not saying I move on feelings. That's not what I'm saying. I'm highly vibrational. It's like vibranium. I'm not from Wakanda though. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, you got to be highly vibrational. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Kenny Payne said, finger licking, fried hawk. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Reese says, I know I'm late with the comment, but RJ is not an only child. He act like one if he not. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He act like one. You feel me? He don't necessarily pout, but he don't complain as much as Randle complained to the official. But Randle could do that when he's out there bullying motherfuckers and actually can blow past people and finish and take awkward shots and still make them because his concentration is high. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Payne says RJ is terrible.
I don't think he's. I don't think he's terrible. It's just he's a good.
Respond to you don't think he's terrible. All right, go ahead.
I mean, he's a good player, but I mean, he's just inconsistent. I don't think he's terrible though.
I don't think he's terrible. Whoo, he just inefficient, man. He has a role on this team. I don't want to feel sympathetic or empathetic to him not helping us get to where we need to be because I feel like he definitely cost us a lot of games doing being inefficient, right? Especially before we got Josh Hart and we went on this little baby run that we on right now. But I watched the schedule and I was just thinking like we could go on a little run. They don't. The Nets ain't got KD or Kyrie. They had superstars that wasn't in feng shui. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The energy didn't match up. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you think something is right, and then you get around it, and then you realize it's wrong.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
So that's just how life is. Not everything matches up for everybody. Just because two people might be great individually doesn't mean when they come together they'll work together, right?
It's true. Yeah.
It's like two companies merging. Doesn't mean it's going to be a great match made in heaven, right?
Yep.
We see it. Let's continue. He said, RJ, scaredy. That's funny. RJ is RJ, man. Sometimes, like, look, it's like a family, right? And we all know not everybody in our family is 100% right, but you still love them, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we got to treat RJ. We got to treat him like the person that we love in our family that we wish was right. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
straight up. Reese Rolex says Randall lost weight, but he's still strong. But now he's quicker and has more hops.
Tell me about
RJ
it.
needs to do the same thing this offseason if he wants to stay in Knick. But I think he might get traded to Toronto.
Very possible. He was born in Canada though. Canada, was born there. Yep.
Yeah, he need to learn that. He need to learn that American custom. We like guns and we rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bang.
Can't hit free throws, has no three ball, defenses lack. What is RJ good at? Hart! Kenny Payne? And you know I'm not a RJ fan, Kenny Payne. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. He said he'd love RJ on the bench, but he doesn't help the bench. And he needs to stay on the starting lineup because Randle and Brunson save him. And he doesn't cost us the game because they can carry us. They can go for 20 and 30 and a quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer him staying on the starting lineup because Josh Hart is going to give us the firepower that we need, not even scoring wise, just intangibles wise, getting rebounds, getting steals, getting blocks, doing different things that's going to actually, just making winning plays ultimately is what I'm saying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that before we move on?
Yeah, I agree with that though. I agree with that. To win it, to go to be a legit team, everyone has to sacrifice and be determined. Cannot be scared to fail. You gotta be sacrificed, and you gotta give it all on the floor for 48 minutes. You have to give your blood, sweat, and tears until you have no more in the chamber. You do that, you'll win the game. If everyone doesn't buy into the system, it's gonna be a long day.
And there's a pecking order in everything you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
People tried to rush and make it seem like it was RJ's time. No. In the NBA, you play in a league full of grown men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get your grown man body and your grown man mentality before these grown men let you dominate them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not everybody's a Ja Morant or a Zion where they have the physical attributes to come in and just be like, it doesn't matter, old man, get out of my way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other players, well documented, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took at least 4 or 5 years to acclimate body, spiritual, and mental to be good enough to play in the NBA, right? They got
Mm-hmm.
enough years to figure it out. So to pretend that RJ is just gonna figure it out in 4 years, no, it took some of our best all-stars 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you're great off the top, right? But
Mm-hmm.
at the minimum, it should take you at least 5 years to figure it out in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA. But some people like a Randle, right? It took him 8 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
So everybody's timeline is not the same. I think we should just move accordingly, honestly.
Right.
But how do you feel about Jalen Brunson's performance? And he's our player game of the night. You feel what I'm saying?
A plus
Obama on his
plus
head real
plus
quick
plus.
before you get into it.
A
A plus plus, you said, for his grade?
Yeah, A plus 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 plus. Controlling the tempo, mid-range shooting was on point. His three ball was wet like water, and he was bullying the Hawks down low though. Beautiful jump step floater. He was absolutely big time. He was the captain that led the troops on board though, and he was absolutely great. Jalen Brunson, it was a Brunson bonanza in Hotlanta.
Yo, Jalen Brunson had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and was plus 22 from the field,
Mhm.
right? He played 38 minutes, shot 52%, 16.7% from the three. I think he went from like 1 for 6, you
Mhm.
know, but he made that up with 87.5% from the free throws line, right? But
Right.
unfortunately, tonight, Jalen Brunson was coughing the ball up. He had
Yeah, that was my issue. Yeah,
5 turnovers,
yeah, too
which is
much.
uncharacteristic of him, right? But
Mhm.
we'll let him live for the simple fact that we were up big and we diminished the lead a little bit, but we continued to fight. And when it was when we wasn't, I think we had a little stretch where we didn't score for a minute. And who was
Yeah,
the person that got us out that stretch?
Jalen
JB.
Brunson, JB11.
JB. So look, man, it's an atrocity. It's an atrocity that he's not an all-star. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a little obscene right now. I don't give a fuck. Halliburton is not better than Jalen Brunson. Period. We just look at impact, right? He
Mhm.
instantly replaced RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett was supposed to be whatever these dudes thought he was supposed to be. I never I'm on record. I never thought RJ was like that, right? But
Mhm.
he's on the team, so I love him, right? But just because like it's like my cousin, right? My cousin ain't like that, right? But
Mhm.
I still love him, right? He my
Mhm.
cousin. You feel me? And if somebody came for my cousin, what you think I'm gonna do? You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm. That's
That's
true.
how I feel about RJ. Real talk. Real talk. But Jalen Brunson had a great game. Reese Rolex says, laugh out loud. I bet Tibbs be running it there in the background in the ground of practice. Hold on, he says, laugh out loud. I bet Tibbs be running there into their ground. Oh, running them into the ground in practice. Then come game time, he end up run. They end up running out of. Nah. Because Tibbs understands these players is not like the old school players where you could just speak to them any type of way, and they're just gonna be happy for the opportunity that they in the league. It's not the same, right? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like even if these dudes is not in the league, we might not look for them immediately, but they still have the opportunity to be famous years later after not playing in the league because they played in the league. So it's not the same type of energy or environment. Shaw Legacy, man.
So
He said it didn't take Randle 8 years. That's cap. Randle was never put in winning situations until he came to the Knicks. A lot of players are putting in losing situations for most of their careers. And what Shaw Legacy means is this, right? Randle backed up Kobe. Then he went to New Orleans and had to back up AD, right? So
mhm.
when he and this is a point that I used to make when they used to shit on Randall. So I respect his point 100%. Matter of fact, let me drop a bomb on his point because I used to make this point. All I'm saying is this, Shah, right? That yes, RJ has gotten a lot more opportunity. You feel me?
Mhm.
But I feel like Randall wasn't put in that situation until he came to the Knicks. You're 100% correct about that, right? And
Mhm.
I always say this. This is my number one point, fam. Right? Like when people try to shit on Randall. Randall beat Bobby Portis out and Marcus Morris out to get the job here, right? Both of
Mhm.
them got shipped off for him, right? Then he lived up to it. Julius two-time Randall, right?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he fought and he's a dog. He did his thing. You feel me? In year 7 and 8 or 7, 8, and 9. What's year is this? 9 for him?
He came in the league in 2014, 15. So let me see,
So
15,
this is year
16,
nine.
17. That's 3, 18, 19, 20, 6, 20, 20, 20, yeah, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, this is year 9. So because the NBA, it's two years at once, whatever. But so this is year 9. I agreed that it hasn't took him this long, and RJ has gotten way more opportunities than anybody that we've asked for. He's still getting more opportunities with our two superstars. Like I wouldn't call them both with our two stars on the team, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go crazy and to sound hyperbolous, but we got two stars on our team, and he's still taking the most shots, still
Mm-hmm.
getting the most opportunities. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At what point, like, and I feel like he needs it so he can learn how to be efficient, but he definitely, I've been saying he was the biggest liability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't harp on that. But I
Mm-hmm.
want to hear what Shaw has to say. He says, Randle answered the call when he was put in a thriving situation. I agree with that 100%.
True.
Real talk. And then he says RJ was given all the opportunities. He still can't deliver. I agree with that as well, Shaw. I
True.
agree with you, bro. Like, I'm just not trying to kill him because now we have two dudes we can actually rely on. So I'm not worried about what the fuck RJ is doing, to be honest with you, right? If
Mm-hmm.
RJ gonna play himself off this fucking team when we in the direction of trying to win a championship, that's how I feel. Play yourself off the team. That works for me. We could get another player that actually wants to be a dog, not just a pretend dog, like a chihuahua, right?
A bulldog.
A fucking, yeah, bulldog pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
When they bite, it hurt. I mean, Kenny Payne with the 4 arrows up.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to come through and join the conversation, I'll drop it one more time. Y'all don't have to, but I appreciate, man. If y'all like, subscribe, share. Y'all already know what time it is. Comment before, after the video. If you think G Money said anything interesting or I said anything interesting, y'all already know what time it is, man. And who bring the fucking smoke, man. Y'all already know. I apologize, G Money, but that's just how I gotta bring it, man.
Right, right, right.
Real talk. Nah. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that though. Like Shaw Legacy says, RJ still has a fan base that blames everyone but him. So we have to talk about it. All right, let's talk about it then.
The only fan base that do that are the delusional,
Degenerate.
stupefied RJ fanboys. That's the only fan base that do. Yeah,
The
that's the
only
only
fans that do that is the delusional what? Continue. I'm
the
listening.
delusional, the delusional. The only fans that do that just make excuses for the guy and blames everyone but him are just the delusional, stupefied, ignorant, wrong RJ fanboys. That's it.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think it's really nothing to talk about with RJ, bro. Like these points we like it's like me, I'm the type of person I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I don't, but what I mean is this. I'm the type of person I get tired of. I don't want to slay this nigga all day. I'm not a hater, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you bad, I've been identified that you was bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I don't like kicking people when they down, right? I
Right.
don't like doing that. I would prefer if we can encourage you to do better because we actually need your ugly ass, right? You ain't
Yep.
going nowhere. We need you. So in my mind, kicking you while you down is not gonna help you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need? You need a the blackout retreat like Aaron Rodgers. You need the Kanye West workout tape. You
Mm-hmm.
need Jericho Sims, Julius Randle workout plan, like I've been calling for.
Mm-hmm.
G Money.
No, sir, I'm sir. I'm sorry.
I'm not. You're good. 100%. I'm asking you. I'm just being eccentric, not
Okay.
getting at you. At this point, we need to figure out what this man needs, make him comfortable, and help him thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the mentality is strong, but it's weak in areas. So we need to help him sustain and obtain certain things to make it
Agreed.
stronger. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I feel what you're saying. What you're saying at some point.
think
Yeah.
about it. So we need, like, we know RJ Bummy. We know he ain't got no big moves. He not that fast. He don't jump that high. I don't even think he should have been took third. We've heard. I'm on record saying he rode fucking Zion's coattail to that third round pick. He should
Mm-hmm.
have been probably took at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the third round.
Yep.
Or said third round. I didn't even know third round. At the end of the first round. RJ got Hart. RJ's not a bad player,
Mm-hmm.
but he not deserving of a third pick.
I agree with that. I agree.
No. No, 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 no. You can't tell me there was so much of a drop off from fucking Zion, fucking Ja, and then RJ is the super no.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like a 10 level drop off
Mm-hmm.
from 1 to 2.
Yeah. Crazy, huh? Just yep.
So I'm like I just feel and I feel like this as well, right? And I'm gonna let you respond. I also feel like that all these skills they might not be genetic, but they can be increased and improved, right?
Agreed.
You can improve your lateral quickness. You can
Mm-hmm.
improve your hops. You
Agreed.
can improve your defense, your mentality, your
Mm-hmm.
shooting. You can
Agreed.
improve all these things. And I think all the things that RJ has, maybe he might not have like all the physical gifts, but these things
Mhm.
can be tinkered with and slightly improved.
That's
Do
true.
I don't know if he has that work ethic in him. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was a dog until last year when I realized like, damn, he sold out for the contract in a Puma deal. Like I was not feeling it. Like,
Right.
but I'm not gonna talk your ear to death. Tell me what you feel about
You pretty much hit the bulls, pretty much hit the donkey's butt with the bullseye. You're right, man. I mean, look, RJ Barrett has talent, all right, but I do agree there's some fundamentals need to put in his Gucci bag. Sorry, my fault.
that. No, go ahead. You're fine. Yeah, as G Money was saying, man, RJ has a lot of talent, but he sold us short this year, right? And now he playing catch up all year. You got to get in the gym, man. You can't tell people on one side that you want to be an all-star, you want to be a defensive player of the year, but then you don't play basketball all summer. Hold on. Then you don't hit the weights, and you matter of fact, you coming into camp out of shape to where the season starts in October, where it takes you a month because the season started early this year, right? The season started on the 19th of October this year. I remember I was calling the homies, telling them the season starting, right? When usually it start later than that. And then you come out of shape and it take you a month to get in shape. Then you coming in the fans' face that love you to death, that's showing you fucking Knicks tattoos and going hard for you and loving you, right? Because they love you. After you scored only 20 points in meaningless minutes in games that we was losing all the fucking time. But right? And I'm trying to be nice, right? Motherfuckers don't want me to be nice, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to grow up, right? Look, Shaw Legacy says, for years we've been talking about what RJ needs. We are now at the point where we have to consider what the team needs, and what the team needs is a better small forward in the starting lineup. Shaw, I'm gonna leave your comment up because you already know you my guy 100%. The smoke is in the chat if you want to bring it too. But I agree. I know RJ is the problem, but I also feel like we don't like now with a Josh Hart acquisition, fam, and now that like we can still rely on the Grimes, and we still got Quickly. Like RJ is the like RJ. No, I know you're still here, fam. RJ is the least of our work. We just need, if RJ played better, we would win by 150, fam. Like
Agreed.
real fucking talk. Like
Mm-hmm.
we had 120 and he had a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
If RJ played good and was efficient, we would win by 150 every night.
Yep.
He's our last piece. He's that one piece that people say we need. All you got to do, I told him, RJ Barret, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, fam. All you need to do is hit 8 out of 15, or no, 16 shots a night, right? I don't give a fuck what it is. Stop taking 6 threes, and especially in the first half. Cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you airball one, drive, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If matter of fact, if you thinking about it before you want to take it, don't take it.
Mm-hmm.
You like. I hope that it's him tattoo. It's not really on you, because I know niggas at the park that's him, and you
Mm-hmm.
ain't him, right? Excuse
Mm-hmm.
my friends. I'm trying not to use the N word ever, but you're not him yet, right? You may be him one day, but you're not him yet. So when you're brick, matter of fact, he had 2 air balls in his game. Didn't he have G Money?
Yeah, he did. One at the corner and something else. Yeah, gee whiz, man.
So you don't run back to the corner when you shot an air ball in that same corner, and you run back to the same corner thinking you was gonna make it right. No, man. Switch it up. Do something different, man. Stop
Mm-hmm.
being one track minded and diversify your bonds, my boy. That's all
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say. 100%.
Yep, I agree with you. Right, 100%. 24/7. 24/7.
Talk
I
to
mean,
him. I'll be right back.
you're good. RJ Barrett has talent, but he just needs to work on the fundamentals. Need to be a better decision maker. Need to be have better court awareness, and also for RJ Barrett, if he wants to become a legitimate All Star, he needs to learn how to use his size, not jack up all these moronic brain fart of a three. Come on, man. Utilize the post game. You even have a mini. You had some of those intangibles in the 4 seed year. You had those intangibles in a 4 seed year. Like use that. Use that. And you gotta be a better defensive player though. You gotta be stay on your man. You gotta be quick with you gotta use your feet instead of your hands stuff, you know what I mean. You know? He's a good player. RJ Barrett is a good player though. He has talent though. But if we could just work on the things that we're saying and not be scared to fail, he will be an all-star though. So he needs to work on his ball handling, needs to work on his passing, needs to learn how to get guys into transition. Don't jack up too many dumb free balls. If he can work on those things, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We can work on those things. I agree, Shea Legacy. Those are open opportunities for him, and like you said, to take these proper shots, but he's not cashing them in at all. If he, I
He
don't know.
says, Shaw
Yeah.
Legacy says, but smoke, those are open opportunities for him. So he has to take those shots. A lot of the times he's just not hitting them. Yo, Shaw, I agree with you. I agree that he gets he gets the most shots because he's open for a reason. We all know, like, this is the problem with RJ, right?
Mhm.
He's inconsistent on offense,
He's
and then
consistently inconsistent.
they attack him on defense, right? They like, yo, he's slow. He flat footed, right? He don't play on the arch of his feet. He play on the like he play on the he don't even like he play on the art. He don't play on the balls of his feet. Will be the front of your feet, right? He's slow footed. There's a lot of things with RJ that I cannot stand because of the simple fact that he's our biggest liability. And yo, this year when we go to the playoffs, who you think they're gonna attack? So we need to like I don't think you could get him in shape within the next 20 games. I don't think like to the point to where like defensively, like they're gonna attack him defensively in the playoff.
Mhm.
Every team does it. We watch it every single game, especially teams with quicker dudes. They going
Mhm.
straight for RJ in the pick and roll because they know he going under the screen.
Agreed. Hmm.
Why you think we running the switch offense we running to cape for the dudes that can't get over screens?
Agreed. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we got to do, bro. Like RJ is a problem. Is he our biggest problem at this point? At this point, we've been running like a fucking well-oiled machine, man. Like I said
Hmm.
earlier, like an engine that could.
Hmm.
Is he the liability that's going to cost us going to the ECF this year? He may be. He may be, but he who we got, we can't get rid of him, right? Unless
Hmm.
we cut him and then we take. Look, what we gonna cut him? We're not gonna.
And New York's not going to do that.
Then we're gonna cut him what on the first year of his extent. We're not gonna do that. That don't even make no sense.
It's
What
just
type of
stupid.
franchise will we look like if we cut RJ Barrett right now?
Stupid and wrong. Clowns. We look like clowns.
So my problem is this, right? And I'm not going against anybody in the chat. I love all y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all know me personally. But
Hmm.
I'm saying that at this point, what we have, we got two dudes that's outshining him. We can't focus on him. Let's focus. Let's celebrate the win. Let's focus on the dudes that's actually showing up. We got two dudes averaging damn near 25 points a game. Them niggas is acting like Shaq and Kobe right now.
Hmm.
But nobody talking about how Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson is literally the best dynamic duo in the league right now. In competition with Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. One of the best dynamic duos, literally. After
Hmm.
record, look at the stats. Look at what they both averaging.
And also eye test too. It's impactful. Also eye test.
Yeah, look at what they look. The guys. Eye test is important, but they want the analytical guys. They love the stats.
Yeah, we
See,
know
money.
that. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
love
that's
the
true.
stats.
That's
They
true.
want to make us seem like we don't know nothing, so they bring up the stats, right?
Hmm.
So look at the numbers. You will see both of these dudes are averaging almost 25 points a game together,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And the odd man out is who the odd man out is. They didn't make it like that, bro. That's just the way it be sometimes.
Hmm.
Life ain't fair, bro. The fair is where we go watch concerts, judge pigs, ride roller coasters. You feel me? Life is
Hmm.
not fair. If it was fair, I'd be 6 feet and in the league, and y'all be talking about me, right?
Yep.
Facts.
If it was
But it's
fair,
not.
I'll have $1 billion with me right now.
So you already know what time it is.
Hmm.
So we're not caping for RJ Barrett in that way. I just feel like at this point, we know he the weakest link. especially after Josh Hart, it makes it even more glaring. And I get it for Shaw Legacy and people like me. We brought it up 1,000 times, especially when it was Randle bashing. You feel me? It was like we was at a rock concert and it was a Randle thrashing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year I had to fight for him. I got out of pocket a couple times, had to go on a couple pods and get besides myself because it was atrocious and ridiculous, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do the same thing to RJ because of the same fact, for the simple fact that is it necessary? No, because I know at this point, now that we got Brunson, Randle locked up, RJ the week, yo, at some point when you think that motherfucker don't know he the weakest link? You think that motherfucker don't know that he is holding up progress? Why you think he pressing?
Mm-hmm.
Why you think he pressing, G Money?
I think RJ. I just think it's lack of confidence. One, lack of confidence, and two, lack of confidence, and two, my issue with RJ Barrett. He tries to do too much. So to me, lack of confidence and trying to do too much sometimes.
I don't think it's a lack of confidence because if it was a lack of confidence, he wouldn't even take the shots that he take. Right?
I mean, yeah, but what I mean by that is that you always see him shoot a bunch of threes.
I think it's over. I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry, I'm gonna let you.
Right, you did.
I think it's overconfidence, right?
Okay, fine. Okay, let me rephrase that. Overconfidence.
No, I'm not doubting what you're saying, or even trying to push back or argue with you. What I'm saying is this: his overconfidence makes him take fucking stupid shots.
That's true. That's true.
That's not a lack of confidence. Because if you lack confidence, right,
right,
you wouldn't even take it. You're gonna give it to somebody that you know is gonna do better than you.
Right, but what I also meant by that is that he always. When I also meant by that is he always takes perimeter shots. What I mean by lack of confidence, you see him not go to the lane, not posting up guys. You see him that he can have a mismatch in the block. He doesn't take advantage of it. That's what I mean by lack of confidence, though.
I just feel like RJ always in his head, man. I just feel like he's always in his head. I don't like it, but I just feel like he's always in his head. I feel like he's always overthinking every situation, and you know, and when you play in basketball is more of a read and react, and people don't really like. They're like, "Why are you reading and react?" Because that's how you really got to play. You really got to adjust to what people are showing you, what they're trying to do to you. You really can't go out there like, "Yo, I'm gonna shoot a bunch of threes today." No, right? You got to go out there, right? All right. If they let me shoot, I'm gonna shoot. If they give me the lane, I'm gonna take the lane. If I get the midi, I'm gonna get the midi. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta go out there ready to do everything, and you really can't pre-program in your head what you want to do, else you'll have a bad game in general because you're looking for one specific thing when the defense is gonna give you another particular thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's where he be falling short. Salute to my big dog in the motherfucking building.
Quiet Money.
Quiet Money, man. I got the old school intro for you, Quiet Money. Salute.
Money in the bank.
The link is in the chat, man, if you want to come through and talk about this beautiful win tonight. We've been stuck on RJ a little bit because he's been disappointing us, but we're not trying to make it an RJ stream. We're actually just trying to enjoy this win before All-Star break, before we get Julius two-time Randle. You feel me? According to Knicks World, I'm his biggest number one fan, right? And it's all good. I stand on that shit because I knew what the fuck I was talking about, and y'all didn't. How about that, nigga? Facts. That part. G Money, laugh with me. Laugh with me, G Money. I know what I was. Look, yeah, G Money with the fake laugh. Look, yeah. Got G Money to laugh at y'all cornballs. You heard? Yo, Shaw Legacy says, I think RJ is completely off the energy of his fan base. They propped him up as him, so he tries to be him, but he lacks the talent. I hope he didn't get that. I hope that him tattoo shit was just false and just like hyperbole and like if he got a tattoo that said it's him, like it just shows me how vain he is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would
Because
just be wrong and just flat out
it
disrespectful.
it's not like there is a thousand thing like you can put whatever you want on your body, whatever you care for. I don't care, but what I'm saying is like you're not him to put it's him on. Like when LeBron put Chosen One on his back, it was true. He got an ESPN magazine in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has ever done that. And then LeBron has lived up to it. So when he put Chosen One on his back, right?
Mm-hmm.
He, what I would say, scribed to himself what he wanted to be to himself, right? So he was writing his legacy on his back, so to speak, right? Chosen one. They chose me to be the chosen one, so I want to live up to that, and he did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give him his kudos. RJ Barrett, when you get it's him on your, I hope that shit was fake, but let's hypothetically say it's not, right? You get it's him on your hand, and then you brick and airball threes. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet, quiet money. Shaw Legacy, G Money.
Mm-hmm.
You can't write it's him on your body, right?
Agreed.
That's like me having if I took my shirt off and you seen all these fucking anime fighting characters you seen on my body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch me get slapped by somebody. You would
Mm-hmm.
think, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah, WTF.
No, no, no. What the fuck?
Yeah.
This the smoking Nick. We don't play those games. I'm not getting monetized. We already understand that. We're past that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If you could be grown over here, right? But
Okay.
I'm gonna just tell you the truth. If you wouldn't respect me, right?
Right.
Why you got all these fighters on your body and you're a right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how people feel about RJ right now, and that's if it's him is on him. And I wasn't RJ apologizing. And shout out to my Lux Walker
YOLO.
visions. You heard? Laugh out
Mm-hmm.
loud. What the f? Right? But
Mm-hmm.
Quiet Money had a good one, and let's address that. He says RJ is polarizing, dude. It's just a shame his fans didn't did him a disservice by trying to hype him up as if he was a budding star, and that just was inaccurate. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you because of the simple fact that they don't want to let him grow, right? It might take him 6 years to grow. Let's not say 8, right? Because this year
Mm-hmm.
4. 2 years him growing. That's not a bad trajectory. Most dudes got to become grown men before they actually understand what's going on and what they
Mm-hmm.
need to be or what's expected of them. Most motherfuckers just be good because they in the situation until they understand that damn, I might lose my situation if I don't fucking focus, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So so it's not, and most of these dudes nowadays is getting drafted off potential. They're not getting drafted off the skills they have. Half of these niggas wouldn't even be in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, G Money.
Agreed.
Real talk. Yeah, man. I agree. I agree with Shaw that the fan base did prop him up after that. I think they did that because they despised Julius Randle getting that All-Star bid.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they doing. They doing it now. They doing the same shit with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle now. They prop up Jalen Brunson over Julius Randle when Jalen Brunson is definitely better than RJ Barrett, right?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking questions asked. I don't have no problem saying that. And Jalen Brunson is definitely on Julius Randle's level in my mind, right?
Agreed.
Finally, we got somebody. But just to fucking start proclaiming somebody better than you when you work to get this motherfucker on your team in the first place is disrespectful, ungrateful, and
Mm-hmm.
this the type of shit I just don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
You became a two-time all-star on the motherfucking team, and they put a motherfucker that's even though he got snubbed. I
Mm-hmm.
agree with this. I don't agree with the snub, is what I'm saying, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
But you think Jalen Brunson would have even wanted to come to the Knicks if RJ Barrett was by himself?
No, I don't think so.
So who the fuck do we need to be fucking rubbing their feet and putting bad body works oil on their toes, helping their bunions stay fresh? Julius Randle, who became an all-star and brought another dude that was a potential all-star to our team. But that's not what we do. We put players against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson's better than Randle. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, Brunson's a better point guard than Randle because Randle don't play point guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Randle's the second best point guard damn near in the fucking league. You can respond. I'm just going on
No, I
tangents
got you.
right
I
now.
got you. I
I'm
got
just
you.
going on tangents.
No, I got you. What you're saying is on point. Yeah. What you're saying is on
Only
point. Yep.
only person I can name better is Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is they're gonna be like centers that they put at power forward, and no, only person I could name better in the league at power forward is Giannis. That's it.
And you can argue. I'm saying you can argue a healthy AD.
Nope. Randall Punk AD every time. Nope. 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 Especially because he played for the Lakers and they cut him for AD. Then he had to and then he play no, they cut him. Then he played with AD. AD got hurt and Randall had his first 2010 season.
True.
Come on, man. Like then he became a come on, man. Like and then Randall is Mr. Durable right now.
Yeah, Randall's way more durable. Yeah.
Quiet Money says, not all NBA players are created equal. ... Because you were a top player in college doesn't mean that a player will have a successful NBA career. Correct. We've had plenty of lottery picks that were busts. Oh, yeah. Nitlikina, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin,
Mm-hmm.
RJ Barrett. Look, it's unfortunate. People tried to say that we're
Ron
not.
Baker, Kosminskis.
Chill. Clean Anthony Early's. Come on, man. I don't want to bring up every name that fucking Rodney Magruder's. That you want me to bring up every, Negro and Anglo-Saxon.
Kawhi Money does it.
Every
Kawhi Money does
Negroid and Anglo-Saxon that passed through the Knicks organization that didn't do it for us.
Right. But here's what I think, okay?
Yo, Quiet Money, you Randall is better than AD, bro. I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
But I said key word, healthy. Let's compare it to players, right? Randall's a better
AD.
But let's compare it to players, right? Randall's a better passer. Okay. AD's a better mid-range shooter. You can say 3-point shooting, Randall's better, okay? Athleticism.
Rebounding, they're about the same.
Rebounding, they're the same. Let's be honest. AD's a better shot blocker. Let's be honest. Randall's a better.
No, because he's tall, he lengthier.
But you can be tall and still not be that good of a shot blocker though. Like
no, he's lengthier. He got long arms, and I give him the defense and shot blocking, but a better defender.
Randall's a better perimeter defender. I'll give you that. Randall's a better perimeter defender. AD's more athletic. Randall can fly to the rim. Don't get me wrong, but AD's more athletic. We're just talking about healthy AD. We
I'm
just said
listening. I'm
healthy.
listening. I'm not taking it personal.
Healthy AD. And then in the playoffs, again, I know it's only 1 year. I get it. I understand that. But consider this. AD has been dominant in the playoffs in 2015.
That's cap. That's cap because
AD's been dominant
that's
in the
cap
playoffs.
because they only got the bubble year. He only hit that one big shot.
No,
And
I said
first of all,
dominant overall
they didn't
performances.
even invite the Knicks that year, right? They made us sit out when they let the Suns go, and the Suns had a worse record or not worse, similar record to us. So we
Suns.
already know
Let's see. The Suns were. But let's see. Phoenix at the time was what 26 and 39.
it was
New
skewed.
York was 21 and 45 though.
It was skewed though. We should have still got an opportunity to go.
The season was done though. We were 21 and 45.
Season wasn't over.
It
Who
was.
told them
We were
to
24
kill the
games out of
season for
500.
3 months and then say, "Oh, we're gonna play a last 20 game"? The league did that.
They
We
only
still
played.
had.
They only played
We was
8 games in
21
the
and
bubble
what?
though. They only played 8 games in the bubble. We were
Hold on, we was
21 and
21 and
45.
what?
They only played 8 games in the bubble.
No. That's not what I'm asking. We was 21 and what?
45.
We wasn't 21 and 4.
Yeah, we were. Let me. You want me to prove it to you?
Look, please.
I'm talking about 2020. Hang on.
No, I know the bubble year. The bubble chip year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we were 21 and 45.
But we still had 20 games left.
There were 16. The season was done. 16.
All right, if the season was done, I'll let that go. Regardless, but Suns only had 5 more wins than us. You telling me we shouldn't have went to the bubble?
I don't think so. We were like what 10, 10 games behind. The season finished. We were 12 games behind the 8 seed.
And then this is another problem, right? The Suns won every game in the bubble and still didn't even make the play-in. So what was even the point of bringing them to the bubble for them to win every single game in the bubble, right? And then still miss the playoffs?
I mean,
because ultimately they put the teams in that they wanted to have in, and Kobe had just passed away, respectfully, right? So come on, bruh.
Right, but what I'm saying is this. Look, yes, I know 80s has some streaky playoff games. We've had dominant playoff performances. 2015 against Golden State, 2018 against Portland, 2018 against Golden State. Yeah, he was up and down that series, but still 2020. And yeah, it's a bubble, but he's still dominant. And then even 2021, he balled out against 2 and 3. And then yes, game 4 in the first half he didn't play well, but games 2 and 3 was great. Again, I'm not trying to kill Randle. Randle is good. I love me.
No. Hold on. Yo, let me address this Quiet Money, because Quiet Money says, TSK, come on, bro. I really like Randle, but AD is far more skilled. Not debatable. No, it is debatable, right? Because of the simple fact that the first game I've been to out here was when Randle was on the Pelicans, and he was the Kings won that game. And the only person keeping them in that game was Julius Randle, right? Because AD was hurt as always. And that happened like 5 years ago, right? To this day. To this day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying the best ability is availability. And just because we think you may do, it's the same shit that I was saying about RJ. Like, and I'm not saying this is how you are, because you already know I know this ain't how you are, but a lot of people live in this state of what they think about what a motherfucker might do instead of what a motherfucker is actually doing.
Exactly.
And that motherfucker ain't doing nothing, right? And at this point, Randle is better than him, period. I ain't thinking about what that motherfucker might do. What is he doing? Nothing. So Randle better than him, period. That's my opinion.
I mean, you can make a case. You can make a case.
I don't know him personally.
If you talk about right now, I might give it
in general right now.
Right now, Randle's better. If you talk about right now, Randle's better. All-time AD's better. Right now, Randle's better. I agree with you there. I'm saying all-time AD's better.
All-time AD is better. I agree with that. I'll put that on record. All-time AD is better, but Julius Randle at this point,
oh yeah, right now
plays more, performs more, and impacts winning way more.
I agree.
Right? So
I agree.
I don't know what we're talking about. Everything else is foolish to me.
Agreed. Have you ever met some people that didn't think Randle? I'm not saying everyone believes this, But have you ever met a person that thought Randle was not a top 10 power forward in today's game? Do you know how disrespectful and stupid that sounds?
Yo, top 10, top 5 power
He's
forwards.
top 5 power, arguably probably top 3.
Like he's a top 20, I would say top 30, top 25 player in the league.
Yeah, I agree.
And we got to just talk about body of work in the last 3 years. Yes, even though, and I could even stretch it back because when he was on the Pelicans, which made me even have the spark. I went to the game. The only person doing something in the game that they lost was him. Right? Because they didn't have AD, but they had him that night, and he was the only person that balled out. Then I went to the game last year, and he dropped 46 on the Kings' head for your boy while I was yelling in the background, made people move away from me and all that. You heard? Going hard.
He mixed it up that night. Mid-range, 3-ball, finishing.
Everything. And we don't respect that boy. He got everything in his package, right? He got the slow, draw the layup. Draw the foul. He got the 3, the quick 3, the step back, the catch and shoot, the middies, the layups, the awkward layups. It's like, bro, when does the hate stop, bro? Like,
exactly.
I'm just saying, like, when does the hate stop for the dude that got us out the fucking dumpster? Real talk.
2 out of 4 years now. My own Randle did everything. Passing the ball. He's an underrated passer. Banging the block. Mid-range.
Hold on. Before we got Brunson, he was averaging 7 assists.
He was an underrated passer though.
No, that's not underrated. He's a power forward, G Money. He should not be averaging 7 assists.
Agreed. It should be your point guard at least. Yeah. Agreed, man. Agreed. My only criticism of Randle is that he can be turnover prone and can be up and down the clutch. But other than that, Randle did everything.
Yo, Quiet Money, I disagree with you. His durability is not where it ends. Like AD may no, hold on. He says TSK Randle is more durable, but that's where it ends. A player's best ability is availability, but injuries aside, AZ's bring more to the game. I disagree with that. I think some shit just be hype, right? AD without LeBron and the bubble, and like if COVID never happened, them niggas never win a championship.
I don't want to go up the what if route. I don't know.
No, I'm just telling you the truth, man. If COVID never happens, they never win a championship. Half the league didn't play that year. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. But I don't want to go
they don't get credit for winning in a league where 200 out of the 400 players played. Come on, bro. That means they got an easier route.
I mean, look, yes, the Lakers had some luck, but at the same time, we got to give them credit. And at the same time,
credit for beating half the league.
Okay, again, I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not, but I want people to understand this.
No, right? I'm not saying you're a Laker fan. I just want to know if they get credit for beating half. See, it's the same way that people say Julius Randle only did good in the bubble season, but then he turns around and has a better season this year, right?
Yeah.
And then they still saying other people are better than him. So I just want to know, do you get credit for a bubble season when every regular season that these dudes been together, they can't even make the playoffs? Is what I want to know.
Exactly. Personally, and you're right. But what I'm saying is that we can't just go a projection. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they win, maybe they don't. We will never truly know. I don't want to go a projection though, because we don't know how that would have turned out. Maybe 80, maybe they could have been dominant in the regular season.
We know how it would have turned out.
I don't know that. It's a hypothetical.
G-Money,
I don't know that.
No, it's not a hypothetical.
Yes, it is.
Simple fact, G-Money, listen. It's not hypothetical because every other season beyond or after, or no, before or beyond, right? What was the result, G-Money?
I am at 20. Let's see, 2021.
No, what's the result? Then tell me the result. Do they even make the playoffs if the bubble didn't happen?
They were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. They would have made the playoffs, yeah. At the time, yes. They were 52-19. They were number 1 seed in the West. You can check at the time, yes. In fact, I mean, I love you, Smoking Nick. Smoking Nick, you're a great
No, go
guy.
ahead. Continue.
I
Talk
love
your
you,
stuff.
Smoking Nick.
Talk
I
your
love
stuff.
you, Smoking Nick.
Talk your
And you
stuff.
and you know your sports, but I'm not listening to the whole the one of one in 2020. I'm not listening to that because here's the thing. We're going off a projection. Yeah, it's likely they don't win that year, but it's also likely they do. Look, the Clippers have a whole bunch of talent, right, at that time. But that team was mentally weak in the fourth quarter, so consider this. Denver was a good team, but the Nuggets didn't have a true bench at that time and didn't have anyone at the time that can handle AD and LeBron. I'm talking about the West here. Houston, yeah, they shot a lot of threes, but their defense wasn't the same. In fact, they went small ball. They didn't play Tyson Chandler much that season. And that's why they got rocked in 5. And then in the East, right? Toronto, I mean, they lost Kawhi, and Danny Green lost some key pieces, though. Miami was a good young team, but they didn't have a superstar at that time. Jimmy Butler was a star, but he wasn't a superstar. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jimmy Butler did his best too. He was
He,
by himself.
he did his best. He tried. He tried his
Right.
best. He tried.
Did his best. He did his best.
Right. And the Milwaukee
commendable, 100%.
He gave his heart and soul. And the Milwaukee Bucks, yes, they were a great 3-point shooting team, but they were a terrible perimeter defensive team. And you couldn't. And at the time, I'm talking about at the time in 2020, you didn't trust Giannis, Bledsoe, Middleton to get the job done. Again, I don't know if they would have won in 2020, but I love you, Smoking Nick. You're a great guy, but I'm not listening to the whole they would have won that year. I don't know that. It's a projection. I don't know.
Look, I get where you're coming from. I get the Lakers seem like they were the hottest team in the NBA.
And they were great defensively too. And
they were great defensively. And in the bubble, AD hit one of the biggest shots of his career. He had a Kyrie shot.
Kuzma.
Yeah, he had a Kyrie shot. I get it. Caruso, they should have never let him go. And
agreed.
That's another one of their problems, right? But I just know for a fact, and I get it. They was riding the momentum of just getting AD. They was as hot. They had a good bench, and they definitely had a good team.
And good coach.
But do I think they was gonna win an NBA championship if COVID didn't happen? No, I don't. That's just my opinion.
I mean, it's positive, but who do you think would have won that year? Let's say, in your opinion, who do you think would have won that year?
I think that was either Denver's year, because Jamal Murray was going crazy that year. Jokic as well.
That's true.
And Toronto had just lost Kawhi, huh?
And Danny Green. They're not going to. I don't think so.
And Danny Green. So I don't think they was winning that year. And then Clay was hurt. So
yeah, Golden State won 15 games.
So they wasn't winning because Clay was hurt
Curry was hurt too. Curry only played 5 games.
He just hurt his knee, and then Curry got hurt too. So yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I was gonna either take. It was gonna be a team from the West. I probably had my money on the Clippers that year, to be honest.
Possible. I mean, it's a possibility though.
I'm just saying.
It's a possibility, and maybe they could have. It's just that at the time, I didn't trust that team because they were mentally weak at that time, though. And they didn't have true shot blocking. That was the issue, though. So
to be honest with you, like the Lakers championship, they wanted this on record. Respect to them. Congratulations, right? It's the same way when the Spurs beat us in the lockout year.
99.
It was like a 50, 60 game season. Respectfully, y'all did that. We made it. Y'all beat us. Respectfully, you know what I mean? So I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying that I noticed the trend that team was going on, right? And since they got AD beyond the lockout season, where it can be where a little more, because you got to understand that was a controlled environment, a completely controlled environment, right? So they can manufacture it however they want to manufacture it. You can't do that when you got to travel. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. But that's all I'm saying.
No, I understand. They had some fortune, but every team, well, I can't say every team, many teams, I should say, dealt with that same circumstance.
It just was weird to me that Phoenix won 10 games in a row and didn't even get a chance to fucking compete. Like, that lets me know that it's stacked, right? Because if you invite this team to the bubble, right? They win every single game and then still can't make it to the playoffs. Now that's letting me know that you're not trying to put the best teams because this team, they literally earned their playoff spot. Regardless of their record, right? You invite them to the bubble, which is a closed, basically a tournament situation, right? They win every single game, and then you say they're disqualified. So now I know that you're trying to make the road for certain people as easy as possible. Because who knows if the Lakers would have played Phoenix if they would have won? We won't never know because Phoenix won every game and still got disqualified. Is that shit even make sense?
No, it's not point. It's a fact though. The Suns were
red. But does that even make sense though?
Whether we would never know if the Suns would be in the Lakers, yeah, you're right.
And not if the Suns would have beat the Lakers. The fact that why invite me to this tournament, right? I win every game at the fucking tournament, and then you say I'm disqualified because my record, right? Right. So why'd you even invite me to the tournament?
That is a good point. What you're saying is right now. Like you didn't need to bring Phoenix in, yeah.
Why?
Just crazy, yeah.
So not only are you playing with the fans' emotions because you want to take their bread, you're skewing it for the players that you want to win. People that see shit see that shit, son. We see it. There's no way in hell they should have won the 9 games that they got to play and not even got to play a playing game. They're eliminated because they wreck. What? That don't even. Why'd you invite them then?
That's a good point.
The Knicks because our record, but you invited a team that won every single game in the playing game and didn't even get a chance.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that. I just think that
it's bullshit.
It is kind of wrong, but at the same time, again, and you made some good points though. But at the same time, it's also on Phoenix too in the regular season before the bubble. If you had won more games in the regular season, plus the 8-0 in the bubble, maybe you would have been in the playoffs. So at the same time, it's also on the Suns at the time for not getting the job done before. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Before the bubble. And again, I'm a true Knicks fan, but at the same time, we were 21-45. There was like
son, to be honest with you, when I talk about the Lakers bubble chip, it has nothing to do with the Knicks, right?
Right, get that.
To be honest, I feel like there was injustice done on the Phoenix Suns, right? And I'm just talking about, I'm just being a basketball savant right now. Like, I'm not even talking about the Knicks. The Knicks didn't deserve to go, right? As you said, we was 21-45 that season. That was the first season we had, right? We had just got rid of Marcus Morris, and then, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, things had happened to where, like, I don't think we was winning, but we wasn't winning, right? So
yeah, right.
I understand why they said the Knicks shouldn't go. But boom, you said the Knicks can't go. Then you ask us to get invested in the bubble, right? Then we watch the bubble. Then Phoenix wins every game in the bubble. Right?
8-0 in the bubble, 8-0, yeah.
And then you say they can't make the playoff.
Crazy.
I'm thinking to myself, like, why can't they make the playoffs? You asked them to come to the bubble. It should have been a tournament format from the moment the bubble was started. Fuck the record. Because the Lakers didn't have the best record in the bubble. Who had the best record in the bubble?
The Phoenix Suns. In the bubble, the Phoenix
Suns. Every single game in the bubble. They came to the bubble ready to play when most teams didn't even have all their players. They had to hire people off the waiver market. G-Money. So to ask me to respect that championship when motherfuckers was hiring fifth stringers.
You don't have to. You don't
I
need to.
would never. I would never. I would never. I would never. Not because I'm trying to disrespect. I would never, because I understand that the top of the top players wasn't playing. They was worried about their families, their grandmothers, their granddads, their mothers, their fathers, because of whatever was created and what happened, right?
Mhm.
Respectfully, I understand that. It's just a fucking basketball game. People should be worried about their families before that. I agree. But to pretend that I'm gonna fucking respect that shit when the next season people said Julius Randle didn't have no fans in the stands and he made all no. It's a joke. It's a joke to me, and I would never do it. Not me.
I got you.
Respond. Push back. Push back. G Money. Push back.
No, you're right there. You're right there. I agree with that. Again, that's your choice. You don't need to respect it. You don't need to if you don't like it. Again, the word respect means to take something seriously. You know what I mean? The word respect means to love and honor. You don't need to respect it if you don't like it. No, it's your choice though.
Fact.
Personally,
But I respect you as a person. G Money. Definitely legit with the hot takes. 100%, man.
right.
But I would just say that it was a great win tonight. You feel what I'm saying? We did our
Awesome.
effing thing. You feel me?
Mhm.
We won by
21 points, and we ran and
21 points. 102 to what? 10 what?
122 to 101.
122 to 101. See what I'm saying? G Money. It's
Mhm.
my fucking man right here. That's why I love him. But real talk, like we did our thing. Our top two performers had 25 apiece, 25 and 28. Feel what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
if RJ could just drop 25 with them, we win every single game if we had 75 points from the three top guys, right? We know
Mhm.
we're gonna get 50 from two of them. We need that one more guy that's gonna give us that 25. And RJ's supposed to be that guy, G Money.
Mhm. Yeah, he's supposed to be consistent. Put his head down. Supposed to be that third. He's struggling to be that third banana right now. That's the thing with RJ. He's struggling to be that third banana. He needs to. It has to be the three musketeers: Randle, Brunson, RJ, and everyone should get a piece of the pie. Everyone should do their part and put the team on their back, though. And another reason why the Knicks ate up the Hawks tonight. Did you
Mm-hmm.
know Atlanta shot 5 for 26 from downtown, and
No,
we
but
ran them
that
off
was
the
the
dribble?
defense. That was the
That was the
defense. That was the
defense.
harassment. Now I would call it like first of all, somebody should be filing charges before the Knicks bus leave Atlanta for harassment charges. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
we was all over their body respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, G Money. Know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? But I thought we had a great game, fam. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me your final thoughts before we get out of here, man. Cause you feel me? Like
Right.
it's All-Star weekend, and I feel like we should celebrate like All-Stars. We won 5 of our last 6. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we can compete with anybody in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we got another true solid defender that's a grown man. We got another grown man. I'm gonna just say it like that. We got another grown man on the team
Mm-hmm.
that's not trying to figure it out, that understands that like, tonight I need to score. Tonight I need to hustle. Tonight I need to rebound. Tonight I need to defend. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he understands that basketball is more than one, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
instant, right? There's many factors in basketball. So give me some final thoughts before we get out of here and I drop that bomb on us.
It was an amazing win for this Knicks team. New York continues to blossom for our eyes. Jalen Brunson continues to be the head of the snake. Randle continues to be steady and continues to flex some people. Isaiah Hartenstein, the Heart Radio, man, he was big time. Defense, crashing the glass, passing, can stretch the floor as a big sometimes. He's been big time. Also Tips making the proper adjustments though. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau making the proper adjustments though, not overplaying his guys. Also, I like how Josh Hart continues to be a bloodhound on defense, can stroke it from downtown. His passing ability is exquisite. Great rebounder as a big. In fact, leads the NBA for 6'6" guards and rebounding, just big time. And also the fact that even Emmanuel Quigley, we forgot about Quigley. He's been great. It's been finishing at the rim. His
Man,
free ball starting to fall.
he should
His
have been my
decision making is
he
starting
should
to be
have been
on
my
point.
fifth player of the game. Continue.
I said Quigley's been great. Even Jericho Sims is playing hard defensively a little bit. So
And
this team,
Hartenstein had what 11, 12 rebounds tonight. So
something like that. And then let me check. And also even Obi Toppin, he even balled out early in the game. His free ball was flying. He was hopping like kangaroo trying to
I
close
think
it
it went
down.
3 for 4 in the first like 4 or 5 that he took. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Continue.
he came out. He came out hot like a box of rocks. Let me check. iHeart had 11 boards, by the way, 11 boards. Yeah, and he's been big though. So
That's
this,
legit though, because we need those boards, man. We need because at first he was flopping around, his body was flying all the time, but now he actually acclimating to people trying to push him around and he
mhm,
actually getting those boards and fighting. And if he can't get to those boards, he's gonna push him to somebody that can get those boards. And now he know that Josh Hart, so he got another hustler with him. So that's been working as well. Continue.
right. And I love how this team switches very well, contest these shots, fight through the pick and pop, the screen roll, and even the turnovers. I know this team can be a little bit, and New York is not. I know the Knicks can be careless sometimes with the ball, but it's a team that's actually a top 10 team as far as turnovers limited, though. They limit their turnovers to handle the ball well. I wish Brunson at the 5 turnovers, though. So I wish him to limit at that, but he's been great for the most part. And if this team continues to, they have a week off. We won't see them again until next Friday. If they can just take this week off to recuperate, to look at the game film, see if they can build up on this hot streak and
Yeah.
limit their blunders, this team will be a scary team in the playoffs.
Yo, to be honest, I think they need, and that week off is deserved, right? Shout
Mm-hmm,
out to Jalen Brunson, shout out to Julius Randle, shout out to Josh Hart, and shout out to RJ Barrett, Hartenstein, and Sims, right? And
mm-hmm,
everybody, and Manuel quickly, most of all, always hitting clutch, timely shots, and Grimes, right?
mm-hmm,
Those are the 7, 8 dudes that we really rely on. So shout out to them.
mm-hmm,
I'll say that get your rest, get your sleep, enjoy All Star Weekend. Do that, right?
mm-hmm,
Have fun, poke some, do all that, right?
mm-hmm.
But when y'all come back, we need at least 15 wins out of these last 22 games. Real talk. You got
That's
anything
true.
else, G Money, before I call it?
Yeah, one thing too. Subscribe to my new show, The Last Laugh
Talk
podcast.
to him.
Subscribe to my new show. One, click the likes for my man, Smoking Nick. It's free. It's easy. All you do, just get your finger, click the subscribe button. Subscribe for my man, Smoking Nick. And two, subscribe to my new show, The Last Laugh podcast with me, Biggie, Prince, and Z. The Last Laugh podcast. And also subscribe to my G Money, my notorious G Money Hoop show at the BX Sports Jedi Network. So yeah, so like I said, subscribe for my man. Subscribe to this channel, Smoking Nick. Though Smoking Nick brings the meat and the potatoes of each NBA topic. He knows his sports. Humble, a good guy too. And also, like I said, subscribe to my new channel, my new show, I should say, the Last Laugh podcast with me, Biggie, Prince, and Z. And also subscribe to my NBA show, the Notorious G Money Hoop Show, when I discuss the NBA hoopla, the topics all around the league, and
Yo,
on the
G
base for
Money,
shutting out. Yeah.
you got a link? Can you put it in the chat?
All right.
Put your
Okay.
link in the put your link in the chat for everybody, man. Salute to G Money, man. You know what I mean? My man Gideon. You feel me? 100%.
Thank you. Give me a
Uh
second.
you already know, man. You come through with the fire takes, man. I'm gonna drop a bomb on your head and then I'm gonna drop the intro. But I want everybody to like, share, comment, subscribe. You feel what I'm saying? Hit the noti bell so y'all get all the notifications when we coming through. You feel what I'm saying? We working. It might not be at the pace that everybody working at, but I'm working. So Don't worry about all
Okay,
that.
let me.
Feel me? Just know that we coming with the content and we doing our thing out here. Yo, Shaw Legacy, you already know. You one of my big bros, one of my OGs. I love you, my G. Feel me? I'm about to get my phone back. I know I've been out of touch for a minute, but we're gonna get tapped back in. But I like it like this, so y'all know that even though we don't talk, I'm focused, right? And I'm still on timing. So y'all see that timing is still on schedule. That's all I'm saying. But for Gideon Amanqua, did I say it right?
Yeah, getting a Monaco. Yeah.
I know how to read. For my man Gideon for Gideon G Money Amanqua, for your man the Yindi La owns Lions, the Smoking Knick. Y'all already know. Let me drop this bomb and we're gonna go out like this one time for one time. Look, man, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment,
Likes.
bells. You feel me? Y'all already know what time it is. Subscribe to the live show. Subscribe to his sports show. Y'all already know the vibe. You know what I mean? As it say on the bottom.
Yeah, I dropped the link already. Quiet money. Okay, let me try. Let me try
Yo,
one more time.
100%, man. And yeah, matter of fact, I want y'all to hit the link because I'm gonna be in the background for a little minute. So y'all hit the link. Let's chop it up because I ain't chopped it up with y'all in a minute. And I don't got no phone right now. So y'all hit the link and let's chop it up. But I'm about to cut the show off. But yo, let me drop this one time, G Money, and we're gonna get out of here like this. Yo, for the Smoking Nick, I am La Owns. Y'all already know we locked in, and who bring the smoke? 100%. We're gonna go all like this.